Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of Story Shed. Thank you very, very much for joining us. If you are new to the podcast, we are a storytelling podcast for children of all ages, adults too, anyone who wants to listen, donkeys, dolphins, dinosaurs, everybody's welcome. Join us here at Story Shed. This is the first episode since we've gone live, so I just want to say thank you very much to the fantastic response we've had from those people who've listened so far. And if you stick around at the end of the podcast, I'll share a couple of messages that we've had from people out there, so thank you for that. But without further ado, this is episode 4, and this is a story called Poor Dave. So let's open the door. Story Shed, episode 4, Poor Dave. Dave was having a monumentally bad day. Absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, seemed to be going his way. He woke up, stretched his arms, rolled over and fell straight out of bed. He went down for breakfast, opened the cupboard, and the cereal fell on his head. He arrived at school and realised his jumper was the wrong way round. He queued up for dinner, got pushed over, and ended up flat on the ground. He lost his homework, ripped his shirt, and a non-wobbly tooth fell out. By the end of the day, he was so angry he wanted to scream and shout. On his way home, Dave saw a poor little girl crying her poor little heart out. At first, Dave, hands in pockets, strode on. He didn't care what it was about. The girl wailed and bawled and snivelled and bleated. So eventually, Dave stopped in his tracks and retreated. "What's the matter?" he asked with a strange mixture of annoyance and care. "It's my balloon," she stammered. "It's stuck way up there." Sure enough, in the tree, Dave could see the balloon was wedged between the golden red leaves. Without thinking twice, Dave decided to be nice, so he put down his bag and rolled up his sleeves. Nimble and agile, Dave ascended the tree to rescue the girl's lost treasure. And when he returned to the ground, the girl's day was improved beyond measure. The little girl in question was known as Chloe, and she skipped off on her way as happy as can be. Before too long, she came across a young mother struggling with a pushchair. Chloe, without hesitation, gave her a hand lifting the buggy up the stairs. And it wasn't long before it was the turn of this young mother to take up the chance to help out another. Amid a crowd of pedestrians, she found a boy with panic written all over his red face. It's my dad," he sniffed and whimpered. "I can't find him anywhere in this place." Is that him?" the young mother said, looking above the throng. "Yes," shouted the boy before running to him and where he belonged. Tim was the name of this little lad, and he too went on to make somebody glad. He spotted a wallet tumble from a man's rucksack. So Tim scooped it right up and handed it straight back. "Why, thank you so much," said the man, and carried on his way. And sure enough, he soon had the chance to brighten someone else's day. He saw a little girl frantically searching on her hands and knees. "My tooth has fallen out and I've lost it. Won't you help me, please?" Quick as a flash, the man searched in the grass and then spotted the tooth beneath the boughs of a tree. The girl, despite missing a tooth, couldn't have been more smiley. Off home she began skipping with her eyes wide and shining, before stopping to listen to an unmistakable whining. A black and white dog was pacing and pawing, its lead flapping behind. It was clear this dog was lost, and it was its owner it was trying to find. The girl soothed the dog and patted it down, then spotted a woman running out of town, clearly searching for something in vain. The girl reunited the two, feeling glad this was the way she came. The dog owner walked on to the end of the road, where she saw a lady struggling with a heavy load, trying with difficulty to haul her shopping into her car. One woman helped the other to make the job easier by far. Onward she drove, her face wearing a smile, which failed and faded after a short while, when in her wing mirror she spotted a boy who looked sad to the bone. He was sat on the curb near a van selling ice cream cones. Something made the woman pull over and talk to the lad, who looked bluer than blue and sadder than sad. "What's up?" said the woman with genuine interest. "I'm £1 short for the ice cream I like best. Not to mention the fact that I fell right out of bed, and my cereal fell out of the cupboard and onto my head. I went to school with my jumper the wrong way round, and then I got pushed over in the dinner queue and fell to the ground." "Wow," said the woman, "you deserve a break." And into her purse she reached and slowly did take a shiny £1 coin, which she gave to the boy, who looked up from the floor and whose eyes widened in joy. Because you've guessed it, I'm sure, the boy this woman decided to save was none other than the one who started this chain of events, the not-so-poor-now Dave. Okay, there you go. That was episode 4, Poor Dave. And once again, I'm joined by our little helpers, Leo and Bel. So if you are a parent or a teacher and you want to join in with this part, pause the podcast and answer the questions. But it's over to Leo and Bel now to help us out. So hello, guys. Say hello.
Hello. Hi.
So, first question. How was Dave's day going at the beginning of the story?
Well, it was a bit bad, and he fell out of bed, and then his breakfast fell on top of his head.
Exactly, yes. And what else happened to him? What other things were going badly for him?
Well, he cereal fell on his head. He got pushed over in the dinner queue, and his shirt got ripped, and he wore his jumper on backwards.
Excellent. So not a good day for Dave at the beginning, was it? Okay, but then what happened on the way home from school? Who did he meet on the way home from school?
Chloe, a little girl.
And?
At first, no. So Chloe was crying, and then at first, Dave didn't want to help and just walked past and didn't care. But then he stopped and went back and to help her, and she's crying because her balloon was stuck in the tree.
Excellent. So, yes, Dave was in a grump, but eventually he stopped to help her. That then set off a bit of a chain of events, didn't it? Other people helping each other. So can you remember some of those other ways? I'm not expecting to remember all of them, but some of the ways in which people helped each other.
A man helped a little girl find her tooth when she lost it.
Super.
A boy picked up a man's wallet and put it back in his rucksack.
Great.
And a girl helped a woman go up the stairs with a pushchair.
A woman helped a little boy find his dad.
Super. Any more? Can we remember any more? Should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. So there were lots of little moments of people helping each other. And then eventually what happened at the end?
A woman came across Dave, who was having another bad thing. And he was £1 short for his ice cream, so she gave him £1.
Brilliant. So why do you think this story is called Poor Dave?
'Cause Dave was having a poor day, and it's basically based on Dave because he started the problems and ended them, and he had a bad day as well as the others.
Excellent. And there's Dave's not called Poor Dave at the end, is he? What's he called?
He's called Not So Poor Dave.
Okay. And there's a kind of double meaning there. What are the two meanings of poor?
Poor as in you haven't got much money, poor, and as poor as in you're having a bad day or something, or you're like, oh, that poor little boy, he's lost his daddy or something.
Okay, brilliant. So if there was an overall message to this story, what do you think the kind of overall message would be for this story? Leo?
It would be treat others how you want to be treated, and one little acts of kindness can lead on to a chain of events, and sometimes end up with you being part of one too.
Wow, brilliant. What fantastic answer. Bel, do you want to add anything to that?
If you help someone, they'll help someone else.
Fantastic.
They learn from you.
Brilliant. Love it. Thank you very much, guys. That's episode 4. Poor Dave. You were fantastic. Thank you to our little helpers. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
There we go. Thank you very much to Leo and Bel once again. Super. And thank you to everybody out there who has listened to the first 3 episodes so far. The response has been wonderful. It really has. We can see there's people listening from all around the world. Mozambique to New Zealand to America to Netherlands to Ireland. It's been fantastic. And loads of people have got in touch. Hello to Sky and Kitty from London. They shared a nice picture of them listening to the podcast on our Facebook page. They've been with us from the start, big fans, so hello to you girls. You can do the same, get in touch with us on Facebook, just search for Story Shed on there. We had a lovely email from a girl in Auckland in New Zealand, Amelie, so hello to you. That was a lovely email you wrote to us. And again, you can do the same. Get in touch with us at storyshedpodcast@gmail.com. Also, over on Twitter, we've had loads of teachers getting in touch saying that they've used the podcast in the classroom, not just primary school teachers, but teachers of English as a foreign language, helping people learn English and things. So that's really, really wonderful to hear. So again, get in touch on Twitter. It's StoryShedPod, @StoryShedPod on Twitter. So yeah, it's been great so far, and hopefully you can join us for episode 5 next time. So see you then. Bye bye.